Back from the dead.
Hello everybody, Sergeant Thomas here, and I wanted to make this video really quick and let you all know that I have changed my username on YouTube. It is no longer Sergeant Thomas, and it is now BuildsByThomas. And some of you may ask, why did I change my YouTube channel name? And it is something I've wanted to do for a really long time. I just couldn't come up with a name that I liked, or a name that hadn't been taken yet. I originally created this channel in 2011, and I created it with the username Sergeant Thomas because back then, at that time, I was playing a lot of first-person shooters like Call of Duty and Battlefield, which I still do here and there, but I don't play them nowhere near as much as I used to. And as most of you know, this channel isn't based around first-person shooters. It's mostly Minecraft videos, and I felt that Sergeant Thomas just didn't fit with this channel, and I again wanted to change it for the longest time, and I finally have changed it. So now it is BuildsByThomas. I wanted to keep my name in there because most people, even though my gamer tag is Sergeant Thomas and my YouTube name is Sergeant Thomas, or was, people would always call me just Thomas, and I like that, having my actual name in my username for YouTube or my gamer tag. So that is why I've changed it. I'm sure for people that search Sergeant Thomas, it will still redirect them to this channel, but I have claimed the URL BuildsByThomas, and that's why I didn't make this name anything else. I did want the username Thomas Builds or Thomas MC, but all of those YouTube names were already taken, and I could have changed the name to those, but I wouldn't be able to claim those URLs. I could only claim this URL because it hadn't been taken yet. So that's why the name is BuildsByThomas, and I feel like it kind of fits because, you know, I do share my builds in Minecraft and it makes sense. So I just wanted to make this video really quick to let everybody know that I have changed my username on YouTube. Not much else is really changing other than my name. I will have to change, you know, my background on the YouTube homepage for my channel, as well as my intro, but I'll do that over time. I'm not going to rush into doing that because I did just make these new intros, but now I have to go change them and make them say BuildsByThomas. But anyways, other than that, I'll quickly show you guys a little update on the world and what I've been working on. Nothing has really changed from what I've, you know, updated you guys on last time. I'm still working on that modern house over there. I just recently finished the auto repair shop right here that I did my last video on, which was a cinematic. It wasn't the greatest cinematic, but I kind of liked the way that it turned out. I think the music went with it well, and I think the way I put the transitions from, you know, scene to scene, it worked out perfect. Some of it wasn't even planned, it just happened that way. But over here, behind where, you know, these houses are in this neighborhood, this is the modern house that I'm recently working on for anybody that's new and doesn't know. But behind these houses, it was just an open field, and I decided, you know what, I'm going to add a bunch of like woods here so it gets rid of all of this open ground back here, because if you look at it like this, I had something built there, over there, over there, and over here, and then if I build something along that street over there, it's going to leave all this open space in between all these builds, and I figured it'd be cool to have like a wooded area, and I may do this quite a bit throughout the world, just to take up space, and I think it makes it look just that more realistic. I don't know what I'm going to build here. I have thought about building maybe a baseball field, but I want a little bit more space than this to do that, so I don't think that's what I'm going to build here. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I have also thought about maybe making a little park here and adding like ponds and trails and benches and things like that. I'm not exactly sure yet. About the hotel and casino, I think maybe my next video or the next video after that, I need to do another cinematic on this, because yes, I did do a cinematic before I did my tour of this a few months ago, but it was a teaser cinematic where I didn't show, I think it was the hotel rooms, because they weren't done at the time, and I was getting close to getting finished with the hotel and casino here, and I was just uploading that little teaser trailer as you know, what it sounds like, a teaser. And so I need to go back through this and do a full, like, cinematic where, you know, I get every little, not every little detail obviously, but show everything. Because like I said, I didn't really show, I don't think, the roof or any of the actual hotel rooms in the teaser cinematic that I uploaded like 2.5 months ago, I think it was. So keep an eye out for that. Again, I don't know if it'll be my next video or maybe the video after my next. So there's that. I haven't really done anything else over here. I told myself, and I also told you guys, that I was going to focus on building in this area and then move on to over here, but it kind of switched, and it kind of just happened that way where I quit building over here and I've actually started to build over here, as I just showed you guys, this, you know, area here, and working on the modern house where I'm going right now. I'm at the point where I think I can start furnishing this house, and I'm going to quickly fly through here and give you guys kind of a teaser, kind of update, preview of this house. I don't know really what you want to call it, but I feel like there's still a lot to do on the outside, like in this area, along this side of the house, in the back, and then inside the house. And of course I will do a full-on tour of this house once I get done with it, and I will do a cinematic. I've been really getting into doing those cinematics lately, as you guys have probably noticed. And I'm not sure what I'm doing at this part of the house. When you walk in the front door, I'm thinking about making some sort of living room, family room, gaming room, something like that here. And also, if you go straight from the front door, this leads over to the garage. So now we're inside of the garage. And as you can see out here, the garage is not attached to the house really, except for the roof and that little tunnel that we just came through, which I think is kind of cool. I really like the way this house is turning out. It has not turned out exactly how I imagined it when I told you guys I was building a new modern house, but I think it is turning out a little bit better. It's getting better and better as I build it, put it that way. This is going to be a bathroom, and this is a guest room here. And I'm just going to quickly go through. Here is the kitchen. This is about as furnished as this house is at this point, is the kitchen. And I did all of this furnishing so I could get a better idea of how this kitchen was going to turn out, because it was really weird. It's hard to explain, but just the way it was coming out as I was building it, I needed to build as much as you see here so that it would make sense to me as I was building it. I'll give you a better look at that once I do the tour. I'll give you a little peek into here. Look at the tray ceilings, I think looks great. There's a fireplace which is double-sided from this room, and you can see it in this room, which I think is cool. See, this is something I still have left to do in this house inside wise, is this is where I'm currently building the actual structure of the house still. The rest of it's ready to be furnished basically, but back here, as you can see, I'm still figuring out how things are going to be. This stairwell, this is, I guess, the first floor here, but basically this is just another stairwell in the house, and then this goes up to the top floor, or the third floor, or the second floor. I really don't know how many floors this is. I guess you would consider this 3 floors in this house. 1, 2, and then a lower floor. But I think this house has turned out well so far, turning out well. I still have to build a skylight here. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. This was originally going to be a master bedroom, and it just wasn't working out, so I'm not exactly sure. It's kind of like a lofty room. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I continue to build it. But there's lots of open spaces, and I like the way the staircases and stairwells have turned out so far. It's very easy to get confused as of where I am at in the house, but I'll explain more of the layout of the house as I do the tour of the house once I get it done and furnished. I don't even know what's going on over here. So that's where I am at with this house. This is honestly what I've been doing here lately, is this house and building all of these trees for, again, whatever that's going to be over there, and flying over these townhouses. I did put air conditioners on the roofs of all of them, which makes them look that much more complete. I'm always just flying around the world doing little things that some of you guys may not notice in my videos, but you know, there are little subtle things that are getting, you know, done throughout the world. And I will quickly just fly over here and look at this house as I end this video, because I haven't done anything to this house for a while except for put the fence around it, and I've kind of put this house on hold as I've again been working on that modern house over there in those woods and stuff like that, as well as other things in real life. I've been busy rebuilding a bike that I have, and I'm almost done with that, thankfully. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I wanted to quickly just let you guys know that I've changed my YouTube name, and really nothing else again has changed with my YouTube channel. It's just the name, and again I'll have to come up with a new intro or 2 or 6 or however many intros and change a couple of things here and there. I just wanted a different name. Let me know what you guys think about me changing my name, whether you guys like it or hate it. I don't know, some of you guys probably don't care. And let me know what you guys think so far about, you know, that house I was just looking at. And again, if you want to give me some ideas with that area where I'm building the woods, I would greatly appreciate that. And I will see you guys in my next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Have a good one.